In the 1960 mission, Lyndon B. Johnson was chosen VP as John F. Kennedy's running mate. On November 22, 1963, when Kennedy was killed, Johnson was confirmed as the 36th U.S. president, with a dream to construct an incredible society for the American public. An extraordinary society for the American public and their kindred men somewhere else was the vision of Lyndon B. Johnson. In his most memorable long periods of office he got section of possibly of the most broad administrative program in the country's set of experiences. Keeping up with aggregate security, he carried on the quickly developing battle to limit socialist infringement in Vietnam. Johnson was brought into the world on August 27, 1908, in Focal, Texas. Not a long way from Johnson City, which his family had helped settle. He felt the touch of rustic neediness as he grew up, managing Southwest Texas State Instructors School, presently known as Texas State College San Marcos. He learned empathy for the destitution of others when he showed understudies of Mexican plunge. In 1937 he crusaded effectively for the place of delegates on another arrangement stage, really supported by his better half, the previous Claudia and woman Bird and Taylor, whom he had hitched in 1934 during the Second Great War. He served momentarily in the naval force as a lieutenant leader, winning a Silver Star in the South Pacific. After 6 terms in the House, Johnson was chosen for the Senate in 1948. In 1953, he turned into the most youthful minority pioneer in Senate history, and the next year, when the leftists won control, larger part pioneer. With uncommon expertise he got entry of various key Eisenhower measures. In the 1960 mission, Johnson, as John F. Kennedy's running mate, was chosen VP. On November 22, 1963, when Kennedy was killed, Johnson was confirmed as president. First he got establishment of the actions President Kennedy had been encouraging at the hour of his demise: another social equality bill and a tax reduction. Next he encouraged the country and to construct an extraordinary society, where the importance of man's life matches the wonders of man's work. And in 1964, Johnson won the administration with 61% of the vote and had the most extensive well-known edge in American history, in excess of 15 million votes. The incomparable society program turned into Johnson's plan for Congress in January 1965, help to schooling, assault on sickness, government medical care, metropolitan recharging, beautification, preservation, improvement of discouraged districts, a wide-scale battle against destitution, control and counteraction of wrongdoing and misconduct, expulsion of deterrents to one side to cast a ballot. Congress, now and again enlarging or changing, quickly instituted Johnson's proposals. A great many old individuals found aid through the 1965 Federal Medical Insurance change to the Government-Backed Retirement Act. Under Johnson, the nation made stupendous investigations of room in a program he had supported since its beginning. At the point when 3 space explorers effectively circled the moon in December 1968, Johnson complimented them, and "You've taken, we all, everywhere, into another time." And all things considered, 2 superseding emergencies had been picking up speed beginning around 1965. Notwithstanding the start of new anti-poverty and hostile to segregation projects, turmoil and revolting in dark ghettos upset the country. President Johnson consistently applied his impact against isolation and for the rule of law, yet there was no early arrangement. The other emergency emerged from Vietnam. Regardless of Johnson's endeavors to end socialist hostility and accomplish a settlement, battling proceeded. Discussion over the conflict had become intense toward the finish of WOC 1968, when he restricted the besieging of North Vietnam to start talks. Simultaneously, he surprised the world by pulling out as a possibility for reappointment with the goal that he could give his full endeavors, unrestricted by legislative issues, to the journey for harmony. At the point when he left office, harmony talks were in progress. He didn't live to see them effective. However, kicked the bucket out of nowhere of a coronary episode at his Texas farm on January 22, 1973.